All right, so please, as I am talking, if you have any questions, stop me and then ask. Yeah. And please let us work together. So this was the email. Sorry, wrong. This was the email, Mr. Fusu. I'm using yours, the one I sent to you. And then
Okay.
it gave us these tables to work with on the Adventure XLT 2019. So let us come and then put these tables here. Yeah. So from the start, let's start with the product table. So let's select, no, I don't want it that way. Let's select everything from the product table. So once we do this, we know that we have the product ID, we have the name, product number, color, standard cost, list price, weight. We will need product category, sell date, sell start date, sell end date. So the three of these ones we don't really need. So I want to make things easy for us. So I'll select, let me select here. And then we go back to it. Then I will put them in here like this. I have selected the columns that we need. Execute it, and yes, we have that here. Now, how are we going to, the email was specific about the joins, was it? It wasn't, okay. So how can we join these tables to the product table? So first of all, let's go and check the product category table. So let's select everything from the product category table. Product category table. Let's check it. So we have product category ID here. But we come in here, we have product category ID, which means we can work with this. All right. So we would alias this as SP, and then we'll do a left join because we want to maintain everything in the product table. So we'll do a left join, and we will bring in the product category table. And then we will alias that as PC. Then we would join it on we'll say SP dot product category ID should be equal to PC dot product category ID. Then we would have to reference these ones. So this one, everything will be SP dot. Then the question is which, how do you call it? Which columns do we want to bring in? Now, when we check this one, what was the name? The name here was this, which is quite different from these names. So what we're going to do is that we are going to name this as full underscore name, and then we will come here and bring in PC dot name, name. Let's put this parenthesis on it to make it unique. And then we will come down and then bring the parent product category ID. We may need it. If we don't need it, we'll take it out. So the parent, so we'll say PC dot parent. If we don't need it, we'll bring it out. Apart from these two, we have the product category ID as here in it already, so we don't need this one. We don't need these ones. So, okay. So then we would then move on. As we have done this one, we will move on to sales order ID. So let me, in case we need to come back to it, let me just maintain this one. We'll say select, and then I've just, what I've done is I've commented it out. So select everything from, so now we are working with the sales order ID. So we'll come to the sales order detail. Look at you. So we'll come and check the sales order detail. Come and check the sales order detail. We have sales order ID quantity. We have product ID, which I think we have product ID here. Yes, we have product
it's
ID
at the
here.
top.
Yeah, so which means it's a good thing. It's quite unique that we can work with. So again, do a left join and then bring in the sales order details. We'll alias it as SD, and then we'll put it on SP dot product ID to be equal to SD dot product ID. Now here we will need some of the columns. So we will need the sales order ID. So we'll bring in SD dot sales order ID. We would again bring in the order quantity. So SD dot order quantity. Then again, unit price and unit discount, those numbers there, let's bring them in. So SD dot unit price, SD dot unit price discount, and then SD dot line total, the sales order detail ID, if we need it, we'll come back for it, but we will leave it for now. So that will be this. So let's go and look at the sales order header. So let's comment this one out and then select everything from sales order header. See if it contains some vital stuff that we will need. So execute. We have sales order ID here. We have sales order ID here, which should work. Order date, due date, ship dates. We will need some columns, a lot of columns from here. See, we have customer ID, which is a unique distance that can work with the customer table. So we have all these numbers that we can work with. Okay. So then let's come and then let's join the sales order header. And then alias it as sh on, who is this? Okay. On, now we are using the sales order ID. So we will say SD dot sales order ID would then be equal to sh dot sales order ID. Now in that table, we have the sales order ID, we need order date, which is here. We need order quantity. Do we have other quantities? Yeah, we have other quantities in the SD. As a matter of fact, it should be sh dot. Than that, it will pick it from somewhere that we don't want. Okay, so we need the due date. So sh dot due date. We need a shipping date. So sh dot ship date. The status, we don't really need that. Sales order number, we don't really need that. Purchase order number, we don't really need that. Account number, we don't really need that. Customer ID. So sh dot the customer ID. Then we will go through it again. Ship address ID, ship method. Do we really need it? Because they all seems to be cargo, isn't it? So we don't really need it. They have one shipping method. If they had multiple shipping methods, then yes, we may need it to measure the ones which went by either a road transport or cargo transport or freight or any of them. But let's sort these numbers out. So we will have sh dot subtotal, then sh dot tax amount, then we would have sh dot freight. You know, it was like 3 days ago that I actually got to understand how to pronounce this word freight. All the time I was pronouncing it wrong. So sh dot total due. Okay, so we have these ones. I think we are good here. So let's come to the customer table. Comment this one out. Comment this one out, and then select everything from the customer table. Execute. See, we have customer ID here, which is excellent. Phone, password. So I think we will need up until the company name. We need up until the company name. We don't even need the name style. So we can join this table on the customer ID, which is sh that's customer ID. So we'll come back and we'll do a left join again. Bring the customer. Then we will alias it bomba as SC, and then we put it on. We said it was SH, yeah. So SH dot customer ID then equal to SC dot customer ID. So these ones too, we are going to need. We have the customer ID already. So should we bring in the title? No, we'll need SC dot first name dot dot first name, and then we will need SC dot middle name. We can choose to concatenate it when we get to Power BI. SC dot last name, and then let's take the company name, SC dot company name. So we have what we need from here. Let's go back and go and see the customer address. So comment these ones out, and then let's select everything from customer address. Let's check it and see. So we still have customer ID, address type. Yeah, so we will use this one to join the table, and then we'll bring these two in. We'll leave these two. So let's go and then left join again. Say customer address, and then we'll alias it as CA on. So the customer ID is on SH. So SH dot customer ID will be equal to CA dot customer ID, and this one to bring the address ID, because that will aid us to bring in the address. So CA dot address ID, and then let's bring the address type if we will need it. CA dot address type. Then lastly, let's go and check on the address. So select everything from address. Let's see what it contains. Like I knew, address ID. So we're gonna need, we're gonna join it on this one, and then we'll bring in up until the postal code. Up until the postal code. So see, we have country region. Yeah. So up until the postal code. So let us go in and then do a left join again, and then we'll bring in the address. Bring in the address, and then we're gonna alias it as SA. Do we have SA inside? No, we don't have SA inside. And then we'll put it on address ID. So that one is CA dot address ID should be on SA dot address ID. And this one, we're gonna need these columns. So we have the address ID already. So then we will do CA dot address line 1. No, it's not supposed. It's supposed to be SA dot address line 1. SA dot city. SA dot state.
Mr. Patrick, can I ask a question?
Please ask a question.
So with the join, when you are joining tables, let's start with the product table and product category table. When you join the product, the primary key was the product category ID.
Yes.
So when you're about to join the sales order table to the product table, you won't concentrate on the product category ID table because it has no primary key in it. You concentrate on the one that has the primary key, then you join them.
Yes, you get it.
That was the problem I was having because the sales order ID has a product ID, but when you check on the product category table, it has no product ID. So I was thinking, how
That's
are you
it.
going to join those
Uh-huh.
tables? Because you have joined the product table with the product category table. Now
Yes,
you want to add a sales order ID, but the
yes,
product category table does not have a product ID. So how are you going
yes.
to join it?
You see, so now you've explained the whole thing.
I've
All
got
you
it
need,
now.
yes, all you need to do is to identify all the unique columns that are unique to the product or the customer or the sales that you are dealing with.
Then you can join it.
Then you can
That's
join that.
why we're having problem. That's why we joined it two because we're having problem concerning the two tables
Even
because we,
look,
we were thinking the two table has become one now. So how can you
uh-huh.
take one table and go and join it with another table? What about the
So
other table?
even if you join the 222, yeah, and then you picked up the right columns, when you bring it to a Power BI, it will create the
You have
relationship
to create a
automatically.
relationship. Yeah.
That's it. You know. But the whole idea was for us to identify this.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now that we have any question again, please. Okay. So now that we have identified this, we will then move on. So let's see if there's anything. Okay. So we'll then move on to create our view. Yeah. So we would create view and then we'll name the view. This is my personal way of naming my view. I put VW so that I'll know that it's a view. Yeah. Okay. So VW underscore, and I'll call this um sales underscore analysis. Hey, Betty, analysis. Okay. And then I'm doing it as this. So this is how you create a view. Yeah. So then if I execute, it says command completed successfully. All right, let us see if what we did worked. Let's comment this one out and execute it. Yep, it worked. We have all these here. We have 695 rows, and then they all worked perfectly. Okay, so if I should refresh my view and then expand my view, I can see that sales analysis is here. Sales analysis is here. Okay, so then let us go to visualization. So we know that we have all these to work with. Have all these to work with. Okay. Now let's wait for Mighty Power BI to start up. And excellent. All right. So Power BI has now started. We are Power BI now. We have Power BI now. Okay. So then what we're going to do is to now bring in what we have created. So we're going to get data, SQL Server. Then what is our server? I have multiple servers. So now I need to check where I did it. Okay. I did it in the Express. Okay. So copy and then paste. And now for the sake of everything. Oh, it doesn't want me to. Copy, paste. So let's go. I want to copy the name. I want to do a lazy job here. and then I'll paste it. It will give it to me on spot. When I click on it, it should give me a preview of what all these things were sold. So I select it and then I transform. I go to Power Query. So now I have just one table. I've been able to join all the tables in SSMS. So I have one table I'm going to work on. So let's check the data types all seem to be intact. I want this to be date. I want this to be date. Name. I want to rename this and call it cat name. That's category name. Look at me. Category name. Then I go here. Sales ID. Order date. I want it as date. Due date. I want it as date. In date. I want it as date. I don't care about the time. So middle name, I want to replace the null with nothing. I'll just leave it as null. Address type. Okay, so I want to replace the null with unknown. So I'll right click, come to replace values. Replace values, I type it the way it is, and then I say unknown. So I click, should change it to unknown. First line, country. Okay, so I close and apply, and then we will wait for it to load. Then continue to load. Any questions to this point? No questions to this point. We would then wait for it to load. Okay, so we can see that our table is ready. And it's here. So we can now decide to do analysis. Since it's one table, we don't have to worry about any relationship. So we can do analysis on all these ones. So we would want to see the standard cost, the total standard cost. And then we would want to see the number of category names that were being sold. We would want to see the total unit price and then the total price after the discount. We would want to see that. We would want to see the number of days between the day they ordered and the day they shipped. We would want to see that. So the reason why we need to see the number of days so that we will see how effective our staff is working. Because if I order something today and then you ship it next week, your shipping line is not very effective. We must look into why it is happening and correct that. You can't sit down and assume that, oh, they are doing well. Meanwhile, you don't have the data to back it. Without data, anything you say is an opinion, it's an assumption, it's not a fact. see that thing. So we would have to see that, and then the total tax amount paid. The freight, we don't really need it. So subtotal, we would have to work out what the subtotal is. And then, so the subtotal minus the tax minus the freight, no, plus tax plus freight should give you this. Yeah. Somebody help me. So 86,000, 83,000 plus 6,000 will give you. So 83 plus 6 will give us 89, yeah? Plus 2. So there are surpluses on it. Let's just be sure. Let me get my calculator quickly. And then let's be sure. So 83,858,4,261 plus 6,708,6,741 plus 2,096,4,607 9,926. Yes. So the subtotal plus the tax amount plus the freight should give us the total due. Should give us the total due. So all these three should give us this. All right, that's good. And then we have the names. We can now connect who bought what. And then the main offices, we can measure that, how many of them came out of the main office, and then how many of them came from places that we didn't know. We can measure by city, province, and then state. We can measure all these. All right, so let's go into measurement. Let's get this in. Let's get another table so that we can do our measures. So we will say measures. Load it. Then, once that is loaded, we'll create, let's open this so that it will be easier for us. We'll create our first measure. So our first measure, let's get, I think it was standard price. So standard cost. So let's get the total standard. So standard cost to be equal to give me the sum of standard costs. So that should be it. Then let's test it and see. We'll get our card out. And then test it. Okay, which is not bad. So let's remove this. And there we have it. All right. So let's do the total transaction. So create this. And then we'll do all transactions. All transactions, you have to count row of the table. So the table is PW sales analysis. And that one too should give us the number that we see here, 695. 695 on point. Okay. So let's do some more sum. So order date, order quantity, subtotal. It looks like everything has disappeared from this. So the subtotal too. We don't need it. We need a total due. So total due total due. Would the total due give us our profit? Is the subtotal that will give us the profit, isn't it? Because the tax and then the freight amount doesn't really concern us, but it's the amount the customer is paying. So I think we should do both. We should do both, and then we will check the amount with company, and then the amount paid, the total amount paid by customers. So amount paid by customer will be equal to less from the due. I think is total due. Yep. Let's sum it up, and then we'll say a new one, and then we'll say amount with company will be equal to let's sum the subtotal. The subtotal. So then, if the amount with company, when the amount is company is deducted from the amount paid by customer, should give us the freight and then the tax together. You see that thing? So now we know the amount paid by the customer and the amount paid, the amount with the company right now. Okay, let's go back and see what I was talking about, see if we can do more summations. We've done standard cost. So the list price. So the standard cost minus the list price should give us the profits. Please, somebody talk to me. Right? Hello?
Hello, yeah.
So the standard cost minus the list price should give us the profits. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So then we'll do a calculated column here. And then say new column. Open up. Let's call it profit equal to standard cost. It should be the other way around. Which was the other one? It was list price. So the list price minus the standard cost. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So if we come here, we can then do total profit would then be equal to sum up the profits. That is there for you. Let me capitalize this. There for you. And then let's come back. We have done so. Let's see about the date. So this is the order date, and this is the ship date. So let's do a new column, and then we want to name this days to ship item. Then we'll see that give us the date difference between the order date and the ship date, and then we want it in days. Okay, no, this is wrong. Comma, day. All right. So have it here. Oh, so they were doing 7 days. Interesting. Hmm. Oh, oh, interesting. This data is something. All right, but at least we know where we are going. All right, so let's go and visualize. All these ones can be done on visuals. Let's go and visualize. So then, let's start visualization. So when it comes to visualization, I relax in my chair because it's click, click, click. Once I've done all these things, I move on and then I go to insert. I do my shape. My header is very important to me. Get my header right. Sort it out. Agoteka lo mojataka mayad. Let me take this out. The border. I'll take the border out. Then let me get something here to represent something, what we are doing. Just anything to represent what we are doing. All right. Then let's put a text on it. And then call this product sales analysis. Okay. Want it bold. Get it to 16. Let's get it to 18. Okay, 18 will be 16. Let's put it in the middle. If we leave it as black, let's get the background out. Black is not bad. Okay. So we leave it like this. I want my background, my Canva background to be different. Okay, not bad to my eyes. I've told you, me, I don't do colors. I don't do too many colors. All right. So then I would then I would then take another approach today. So get my card and then I put my card here somewhere. Here somewhere. Put all the transactions in. Come in, call out column. I want it as 30. I'll turn this one off. And then I'll come and give it a header, a title. I'll say All transactions. All transactions, let the T be capital. Now I put it in the middle. And then I will go in, then go to effect and give it a shadow so that I'll separate it from the background. Oh, that's okay. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll arrange them this way this time around. Okay, so come here, change so title, let's say amounts paid by customer. Amount paid by customer. I will align it with this one. Then align it and then say that la bomba. Come here, title amounts with company. The cost. Macabush. So this one will be standard cost. Then I would I'll say this one is the profit. All right, so let's now come and do some analysis.
So Patrick, the profit is the same as the standard cost.
Is it? Then there's
Yeah.
something wrong somewhere. I'm coming. So product overview. So which means what we said here, that the standard cost and the list price will give the profits is not true. So then how do we calculate the profit then?
Maybe we should use the unit price.
The unit price. Where's the unit price?
No, go to the other side. No.
Let me look for it here. So unit price is here. So the unit price minus the sale, there should be a sale price, isn't it? Or the list price.
I don't know if there is a list. Okay. Maybe the list price, the amount is too small.
Maybe that's how they listed it and that's how they sold it.
Oh no, it's not possible.
So there should be a sale price.
Yeah, because the unit price is almost £21,000 and the list price like £34.
Yeah, but it depends on the quantity. So if the list price, let's choose one quantity, other quantity. Yeah. So let's choose
Mr. Patrick, can't you use the standard cost and the unit price to get the profits? I think that will.
Yeah, that's what we are trying to come into conclusion with. Yeah. So with this standard cost, with this 10, if we check the list price. The list price is 2,000. Let's choose. Let's choose this one. Yeah. So the standard cost is 1,481 and some coins. Yeah. And then the list price is 2,384 and some coins. Yeah. And then you said the unit price. The unit price is price per one. The quantity was 1. So the unit price multiplied by the quantity should give us the total amount sold. So that one will be the subtotal. Yeah. So let's multiply calculator. Let's multiply 1430.442 by 10. 1430. No, it didn't give the subtotal.
Yeah.
It didn't give the subtotal because this one is 14,302. So that's the line total, 14,304.
Yeah.
So the unit price multiplied by the quantity is the line total. So which means this is how much they sold it for, right? So the line total less the list price, which is the price or the standard cost, the line total less the standard cost should give us the profit. Because this is the standard cost, the cost they used in producing the item.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's check it and see. So let's go to the profit. And then this is the standard cost. Is the line total, yeah?
Yeah.
So say the line total. And then let's see it. We should see a change here. Oh, come on, you too. So
They
12,800.
made a lot of profit. 12,000.
They sold 10 now. Have you forgotten?
Okay.
Yeah, so on each of that product, if we say 12,000
Divided by 10.
2248 divided by 10, they are making 128.
Okay.
Yeah, on each. And then the list price, the list price is this. So aside everything, they are making 128. So if we go back, we'll see that the profit should change. The profit should change. So let's go back and see if the profit has changed here. Clear all filters. Oh, you guys too. So if the profit has changed here, let's put a card, and let's make sure that it's not our calculation that is misbehaving. Let's put the profit. See, some of profit said there's something wrong with our DAX. Oh, no, I haven't changed it even. Oh, yeah. So that is supposed to be it. All right. So once we have concluded it this way, let us come and then make some analysis. So this is the product. We are now concentrating just on products. Yeah. We are not doing anything on sale because we will come back, duplicate, and then we will do a sales overview. So let's work just on the product here now. So did the email say anything that we can concentrate on? Import data, connect steps to develop by 5 different visualization, compare each visualization. But they didn't give anything sensible. All right, so let's do product. So even if we have product, we can maintain all these, but let's bring this in. Bring this in and then whack all transactions. All transactions, let's measure it by all transactions by order quantity. So when we measure all transactions, how many of them were ordered? So we'll do it this way. Then we'll set out this one. Let's do top 10. So if I say all transactions, okay. If I say all transactions, I will not get exactly what I want. So I'll say product ID rather. So let's get all transaction out and then go to P, product ID. Yep. Oh. So let's get a top 10 and then order quantity and apply the filter. So we have this top 10. Then I want to see things clearly. So I don't want to see the title. Let me keep this title. I'm going to remove this title. Remove this title. Let me go and garnish this small and then order quantity. Let's put it in the middle. Okay. If we get this, it is not that bad. It is not that bad at all. We get the background off and then get the shadow in. We have something like this. Okay. So if we get this, then what I will say is that, no, let me leave it like this. What I will say is that I would put in a slicer. I'll put in a slicer. That would make me slice it by city. And I want it as a drop down. But I can search. So if I select this one, I have no idea what Abingdon is. Cambridge. If I select Cambridge. Yeah. Okay. London. London didn't disappoint. Of course. Okay. That's good. I would then 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. I would then select another one and then do it by city. By city. Hey, by country. It says state or region. So it seems it's the same. So I'll get this one out. England, Colorado, Nevada, New Mexico, Utah. Okay. So I've got this. Now, we can then continue with the product. Let me go back and get ideas. So the product, not talking about sales, by color, not really. So by category, let's do it by category. Let's see. Because I remember we created this category name. This one. So product by category name. Let us use this one. Let me put it under this. So, all transactions by where is he? By category name. Oh, wow. Then let's filter out the top 10. Category name. Apply. So we have it this way. Okay. So this will be our product. So the days to ship, we know they are all 7, so it's not really necessary. Line total. Product.
What about product model?
Product model. Let's go and see the product model. Yeah, but the product model didn't actually it's giving us code.
Okay.
Yeah, so unless they will choose, the stakeholder will choose the code, it will give us an enormous this thing. So I think we should check the product by profit. So which product gave the most profit? Okay. Yeah. So I would choose a pie chart here. And then I'll say that show me the total profit by product ID. Should I use by product category rather? So by the category name. By the category name. So I have something like this. There seems to be a lot. Let me restrict it to show the top 10. Oh wow. So which product made touring bike made the interesting? Let me show it by Let me show it by percentage, just percentage. So data label, let's show it by percentage of total. So then we know that touring bike did their best, then touring frame, which means this shop, they do two things by. Okay, let's go and garnish this one. Let's take the all off, say transaction by category name, put it in the middle, the same here, say profit by category name, put it in the middle, and let's get one last one. Let's try and get a map, something of that sort. Get a map, and then do product ID by country. Product ID by country region. So it's mainly in the UK, the US, North America, the United States. And do something like this. Then let's take the count off. The ID here, get the region out. So by country and put it in the middle. This seems okay to me, unless anyone has any objections. This seems okay to me. So, see, we can do something like this. Okay, let's put reset button. Let's put a shape. On this one, let us remove the borders. Go to text, call it reset, and then let's minimize it a little bit. Reset, and then give it a little bit of shadow. And then I've been doing this thing over and over, so I'll speed up here. I'll go to view, I'll go to bookmark. Since we are not selecting anything, we want this thing, we'll just add bookmark. And I'll say reset prod overview. And this is what I want to see. So when come to the shape, turn this on, and then I can pick this call. I will say that bookmark, and then give me this, take bookmark out. So if I come in and select this one, should give me this. I test it and it's working. And then I have seen that. Now, let's go to sales. Sales, we have come to sales. Okay, so we have all these things here. Let us do pie chart, or we will change it a little bit to say the donut. and then we will say did we do the total sale? We did total profit paid by. Okay, so let's use this one, paid by customer, and then la 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 tila, paid by customer, and we'll measure it by city. By city, I think the amount and percentage is okay for me, and I will leave everything like that. But I'll come here into the amount paid by customer. So let me remove the by customer. Amount paid by city. Then I'll put it in the middle. If I want, I can underline it. If I want, I can italize it. That's my choice. This is okay to me. Then I like my shadows. Be there like that. So this one's too. Let me put some slicers. That will make it easier to slice through. So, so I've done amount paid. So if it is profit, let's make it profit by product name or category. So category name. So category name. La 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 tida. We want it as a drop down and we can search. So if we see this one is blank. Oh, just one. It doesn't have any city. Bottles and cages. You know one thing about this job that we do. I remember I did this project. Very, very interesting. So when I did the project, so it's like, it came out that apparently some people were doing some things under the carpet that wasn't being recorded. So when I did the project, I realized that some amount of money has gone out of the company, but we can't account for it. That time my manager was around. So I called my manager and was like, look, this is what I'm picking up. My manager was he. My manager just went to the stakeholder in charge and they came for a stakeholder meeting and they were cooking stories. Ladies and gentlemen, this thing, it will fish out everything. Everything. No wonder companies are rushing on it like that. So when I say category name, let me just move on. And then let's do some trend analysis. I'll say that give me the profit by, let's pick up a year. Due dates. I want the due date. Let me go and check something from here. So due date. So when I check, all of them 2008 is only one of them that I think is the la 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 to that sales start date that I think has many years. Okay, so let's go back to the sales start date and let's go and get Let me check the sale end date because that one will give us something reasonable. 2 years. The profit. Okay, so sale start date. So by year. So you see, even though they were selling from 2002, they didn't make any profits till about 2005. That was when they started making profit. You know, as compared to the cost. You see, so their cost was rising. They were putting in money, but it was after, like in the middle of 2005, that they broke even. You see, they were making losses until this time that they started making profit. Wow. Wow. Hmm. If you have a company, this first 2.5 years will be hectic for you. Hey, are you guys there?
Yes, Mr. Patrick, we are here.
It looks like I'm the only one talking.
No, you are not.
Okay.
We're just observing the thing.
So I like my markers and my data labels. So this is okay for my eyes. Unless the stakeholder says they don't want it, this is okay. So, and I come to my title, I'll say profit and standard cost a year. Now, this was what I was talking about with the other project that we were doing. So here, what we can do is to bring in the month here, then it will create a drill through. You see that thing? So if I activate it, drill mode is on, click to, if I activate it and I bring it up, it comes to the year. If I bring it down, it goes to the month. You see that thing? So that was what I was talking about. All right. So we have this. Let us do more sales. So by category name, we have by city. Let's slice by country, and that one too. Let's see. Let's get this out and go to country region. Okay. So which one is the blank? Wow. We have 153 transactions with this amount of money going on. Hey, this shape is difficult to. Let me keep quiet. And this, interesting. So the question is why wasn't anything recorded? See? Okay. The company would have to ask questions. All right. So my job is to analyze. So let's try and then get something in like this. And then we get a total profit by product ID. Total profit by product ID, how much one product made. Okay, it makes sense. Product ID. Oh, where has this thing gone to? I want to break down here. And then the category. So we are breaking down. No. I want the category to be this one. And then the breakdown should be total profit. No. Okay. This one wants to misbehave. Let's try and break it down by something then. Try and break it down. Let's see if our transaction will give us something sensible. No. Let's break it down. Where's the product ID again? It won't work. Okay. Let's go and do it by top 10. Product ID. Apply. So we have it this way. And then let us change some things here. First of all, the title. And then put it in the middle. Let's remove the legend. Put it top right. No. I want the legend to come to center right. All right. So if it comes to center right, then and then go and give it this. Let's reduce it. The top end to 7. Count is okay. Distinct count. It's giving the same thing. Let me give something that will bring something big. This one is too lean. It's too lean. We haven't done anything with the company name. Okay, let's remove this. Put company name. Oh yeah. So the product ID, company name. Let's select top end 7. Apply. Okay. So we have something like this to show. Okay. Cool. So and then let's again put them up. And check the profit by country. Let me try and change this map and see. It's limited. Yeah. Something like this. We'll figure out something. Cool. So, laba. So now, what we now need to do is to get details of this. So then, I'm going to hide. So I'll name this as product details. I'm going to hide this one. and another one called sales details. So I'm going to hide it. So the product details, I want to put table, where I'll show the product ID. The product ID, I don't want it. I want to do don't summarize. And then I will do
I want to ask a question.
Ask a question, sir.
Is it always important to do this analysis when you are done with
Yes.
the visualization?
Yes.
So after you are done with the visualization, always you have to do this one.
So this is how I do it. Yeah. Because this is how I think. Someone who has no knowledge of the data, someone who has no knowledge of what you are doing has come and has seen that, oh, okay, so product ID by order is this. So when I choose a product ID, I will know the number of orders that have been made. Okay. So this 128, who are they? Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So this 128, who are they? Now, I can't find them here, can I? So then I'll create a table. Usually, this is for practical purposes, so I'll just create one table. But usually, I'll create a table for this one. I'll create a table for this one. I'll create a table for this one and this one. Yeah. And if possible, I'll put all these ones on the table so that when you come.
That's when you are presenting to the company.
Yes. When you're presenting it, when I'm doing it for my company, that's how I do it.
You have to do it individually, table.
Yeah. Yeah. So I do it detailed. You see, so that you can see whatever you want to see. I will leave no stone unturned. If you don't want it, that's fine. But you will come back to me with very less questions. Do you get where I'm coming from? But for the purpose of what we are doing, we are just practicing it. I'm just doing one table for everything so that you see how it's done. That's all. But if I'm doing it for a stakeholder, I'll do one table here, one table here, one table here, one table. At the end of the day, I'll get like 15 sheets. I'll hide all of them, and then I'll create a front page. I'll hide everything, and then create a navigation for each. So you have just 2 navigations, but you have like 15 sheets. You get where I'm coming from? So here I can have detail, and I'll put a navigation here. Detail, put a navigation here. Detail, put navigation here. Put detail, put navigation here. So when you come here, you can click, go and see, come back. Click, go and see, come back. Click, go and see, come back. You get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Yeah, but for the purpose of this, we will do just one table. So, product ID, and then I will show the product, the category name. Oh, I'll show the category name, and then I will show the product name. There was another name that we had the category name, and we had the name. Yeah, let me know.
I want to ask another question.
Please.
Middle name.
Yeah.
There was something like middle name.
That one is for the customer.
Okay.
Yeah, please ask.
Because the table is already here.
Mm-hmm.
Have the
But
table here.
the viewer will not see this table. This is the semantic table. The end user will not see this table.
Okay.
So this is for your personal.
Yes, this is the developer table.
Okay.
So
I wish you just did one for. Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm. So if we
now
come
we
here,
can talk, yeah.
let me just remove. If we come here in the car insurance, the end user is going to see this. Yeah. Let me show another one. This one, the practice of this one was it needs more work. So, but it's going to see this practically. Yeah, practically. Hello. It's going to see this practically.
Okay.
You get where I'm coming from? If the end user wants to see the semantic table, the end user would have to now come to semantic table. How many people will be able to work this? You get where I'm coming
Okay.
from? How many people will be able to work this? So they are solely concentrated on the dashboard. So they won't see that. They won't see this.
Okay.
So what you need to do is to create a table for them from what you, the developer, you are seeing.
Okay.
You get the ish. Okay, so let's continue. So I needed a name, I needed a name. I know that there's
What about the company
yes,
name?
the full name. Yeah. And then the company name, yes, as you are saying. And then I would want the country where it's coming from, and then the city where it's coming from. And then so this is product. So we are just concentrating on the product.
The state province.
Where is it?
State province. You need to go down.
State province.
Oh, Mamile.
Yeah. So something like this. Then is the product. So I can decide to do the order quantity on the product. The order quantity, I don't want to sum it. I say don't summarize. And then anything with the product is fine, like this here. So then I will then decide if you think I should bring in anything, you can let me know. I'll bring in a slicer so that people can slice this one between say product ID, because that one too is important. They'll see one product at a time. And then I just want to okay. And then bring the search. That's how it's supposed to be. And then if I want to do anything, it should be fine here. I can decide to bring by company, by group, all these slices, but I've decided to limit it this way. And I'll come here, the sales, get a table, and then also bring in the product ID. But this time I'm concentrating on sales. So don't summarize. And then I'll say that the product ID, I want the category name and then the full name. And then I would want the one who bought it. So I would say first name and last name. Where's L? Last name and how much it was, the unit, the list price. I don't want the sum.
Mr. Patrick, what about the person that's the salesperson?
We didn't bring the sales person in. So if we want to see that, then we would have to go back. So when we go back, then we would have to locate the salesperson where they said back. I think the salesperson they said was Adventure Works. They didn't bring any So when we locate the salesperson, then we'll put it inside. We'll come and refresh the table in Power BI, and it will appear. Then you will put it there.
Okay.
You see that there? Okay. So say product category. We don't need that. Order quantity is needed. Order date is important. Order date. It's just one date, so let me just remove it. Let's say ship date. So the ship date, and that one too is one. So it's not really. So the list price, we have the subtotal. The subtotal, I don't want to sum it. The tax amount, I don't want to sum it. I want to sum it, and then we'll do the freight. We'll do the freight. I don't want to sum it. Then we will do the amount that's total due. Total due will be here somewhere. So we'll have this for the sale. Then the sale to, I'll put a slicer.
What about the profit? Or the profit is not important?
The profit should go to product.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we can choose to put the profit somewhere here. Profit, where are you? Pro. Yep. So let me not sum this one. Not sum it. Okay, so you see they were making losses sometimes. So we need to check the products that we are making losses and figure out why those losses are coming. Okay, so let's come back here and then do it by product ID again. PPPP. We want it as a drop down. Okay. Since we want it as a drop down, okay. So let us assume that this is what we want. Let us insert a back button. Come here. Insert a back button. Come here. We need to put our reset. Come on. Good. Do our text. Say reset. And then after we've done this, we will go and then say give it a shadow. And then go and create a bookmark. Since this is what we want, we are not changing anything. Okay. Go to view bookmark, and then we'll add a bookmark. Then we'll say reset sales overview. Set sales overview, and then we have the bookmark ready. So this shape, if we click on this shape, we want this action to happen to bring the bookmark that we call reset sale overview. Let's test it and see. If I click here, interactive, and I reset it, it should bring me back. All right, so that one is working. So then I will come back again to insert. Let me just copy and paste the reset, and then go to action and then say that I don't want bookmark again. I want page navigation. And then you go to, this one is the sales. So you go to sales details. Come here, come and change the text into details. Let me capitalize it. Details. And then come here, remove this product, make it just sales analysis. Come back here, copy and paste. Expand it a little bit. Come here. I don't want bookmark again. I want page navigation, destination, product details. Come here, text, and then do details. So then, if I am here, and then I want to go to the product details, it will bring me here. And I come back. This one I won't hide. No. So here, let me copy paste. I'm going to hide that one too. And then I'll say that the text go to sales. Go to sales. Then action, instead of going to here, go to sales overview. So if I click on this one, it should take me to the sales overview. I'll do the same thing. Copy paste. And then I'll say that the text go to product. Product. Then in the action, don't go to sales detail, go to product overview. So once I have done this, then I'll come and create another page. Do the Canva background setting. And then I'm making it very simple. A very simple one. And then I'll go and reduce this to heavy. Then come back. Don't want the borders. Then I'll do this one again. And I'll say that style, I don't want the borders. Text, I'll say, let's do this product overview. Product overview. Set the page navigation. Say go to product overview. And then the same thing, copy paste. Put it here. I say go to sales overview and rename it to sales overview. So then I will hide this one and hide this one. Yeah. I'll rename this as front page. And then if I should click here, it should take me here. I must put the back button. Should it be needed, I can come back I click here. I can navigate through anyhow I want. See, I should put the back to here. Anyhow I want, I can navigate through. All right. So then, let us um, let us go here and then do sales analysis. I need a picture. Go image. Let's choose this one for choosing sake. Save us. Okay, so what was I thinking? I just blanked off. Because nobody's talking, I think I'm the only one working. All right, so if we come here, let's find a way to save it. So we come here, let's save it in pictures. So this is a JPEG image. Let's go back. Let's go to images and then go to pictures. Have this one. We have this. Okay. Now let us save it to Power BI visualization and call this product sales analysis. Say save, and then it will save. Now it has saved. Go to home, go to publish. Let's put it in training, select, and then it would publish it for us. So I asked everybody to download Power BI mobile. No one has done it so far. Okay.
I was about to ask you, how are we doing that on our phone? Is it on our phone?
Yes, on your phone.
I really wanted to ask, how are we going to do that?
Yeah, it would ask you to now connect your gateway. So if you have it, it would detect the gateway automatically, and then you connect it. You set your schedule refresh. Add a time. Let's say 7 a.m. You apply, and then you can come to training. You can come to training and then see your product sale analysis represented here. If you click here, it works. You can do whatever you want to do. You can go back, reset, go to details, have details here, and come back, and it works perfectly. Any questions?